So, good morning everyone. Today we learn about the class 8 science and the topic is adding manure and fertilizers. Okay. Previous day we learned about how the seed drill used in the sowing of the seeds and what is manure and what is fertilizers, why we should give the fertilizers or add the fertilizers to the soil. Today we learn about what is manure, what is fertilizers. Okay. So what is manure? So it is an organic substance. All of you read about the manure in which class? In class 6, that is garbage in and garbage out. Yes, composite, that is manure. Compost, how decomposed but done by the red worms. This process is called the manure. Okay. So what is manure? The organic substances obtained from the organic substances obtained from the decomposition of plants and animal wastes. Okay. So this is the manure. The organic substances, you can say that the natural substances that can you obtain from the animals and plants waste by the process of the decomposition by the help of the microorganisms. Okay, this is called manure. So how the farmers produce manure? Process. So process, first one, farmers dumps animal and plant waste in a pit. Okay. Next stage, allow it to decompose for some days by the help of microorganisms. Then it used as organic manure. Okay. So this is the process of how to produce the manure. It is totally natural process. It is not too much laborious. It is also some time taking, but it is very useful for the soil because it is totally made by the natural substances. Farmers dumps animals and plant waste in a pit. There is some pits or in their field they cut down a big place in a pit. They dump all the wastage material inside the pit and also give some earthworms, red worms, different types of fungus, bacteria, microorganisms help to decomposition. All of you know that the rotten things are made by this type of microorganisms. Then they it used as their organic manure. So I repeat, farmers dumps animals and plant waste in a pit, allow it decompose for some days by the help of microorganisms, then it uses as organic manure. Okay. So why should you use the manure? The advantages of using manure, so many advantages because it is totally natural substance. It never harm any animals, any soil particles, anything. Okay. They should use manures. Advantages: or why you should use manure? That is first one, increase soil fertility. It increase the fertility rate of the soil. Okay. Next, improve soil texture. It improves the soil's texture. It reach the soil with humus. That is very important for the plant nutrients. Next one, increase water holding capacity. It helps the soil particles to hold the water for more time. Next one, non-toxic. All of you know that it is totally natural substance. There is no toxic material, there is no chemical substance are present. Obviously, eco-friendly, not causes of pollution, eco-friendly. Next one, non-toxic, eco-friendly. It makes the soil porous. Okay, makes the soil porous. Porous and helps in gaseous exchange. Okay, so what is the advantages? Increase the soil fertility. Fertility rate, it can produce more and more crops if it is rich in the nutrients. Okay, improve the soil's textures. It is also rich in humus, so it obviously makes the soil good in quality. Increase the water holding capacity, because manures they can added with the soil and they clogs or they can block the large pore in the between the soil particles, so the soil can hold the water more than time. Next, non-toxic. It is totally made by the natural substances, so that never harms anything. Eco-friendly. If it is natural substances, that is not cause any, that is not responsible for any type of pollution. Okay, mainly water pollution. That is makes the soil porous. Porous means the particles between the soil makes the hole between the soil makes, and the airy substances are exchanged through this pore. Okay, for that reason the microorganisms, the animals that live inside the soil, they are help in their respiration, and plant roots also, they can go deep inside the soil. If that is the hard material, they cannot penetrate the soil, so it can make the soil porous and soft for the gaseous exchange. So that's why they can respire through this. And obviously so many, and another one, increase the number of microorganisms. Okay, increase the number of friendly microorganisms, earthworm, redworm friendly microorganisms. Okay, so many advantages of the using manure. That is improve soil fertility, improve soil texture, improve water holding capacity, non-toxic, eco-friendly, makes the soil porous and helps in gaseous exchange, increase the number of friendly microorganisms. Okay, that is total manure. So what is manure? The process of producing manure, and another one, what is the advantages of the manure. Next one, we move to the what is fertilizers. What is fertilizers? It is a chemical substance, totally different from manure. Manure organic substances, and manure rich in all type of nutrients, but fertilizers are chemical substances and rich in only a particular nutrients. Okay, so the chemical substances rich in a particular nutrients. Okay, that is fertilizers. Example you can give urea, ammonium sulfate. So many is there. Ammonium sulfate, NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Okay, what is the full form of NPK? This is very vital question. What is the full form of NPK? Nitrogen, phosphorus, K for potassium, POTASSIUM. Okay, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. K, there is no confusion should be occurred in between the K. What is K? K for potassium, NPK. Okay, so the chemical substances that are rich in only, if you can use the nitrogen, only nitrogen, you can give the nitrogen from there. You can use the urea, you just give the NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Not all types of nutrients are present in the fertilizers. One type of fertilizers. Okay, so what is fertilizers? The chemical substances rich in a particular nutrients. Okay, that is example urea, ammonium sulfate, NPK. Full form of NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Next, what is the advantages of using fertilizers? It is a chemical substances and it is rich in a particular nutrient. So it is, as it is not natural substances, it can give the high amount of the productivity. Okay, advantages. Give high, give na increase the productivity in high yields or high amount, you can say that. Next one, it gives the soil only particular nutrients. Okay, like nitrogen. Okay, so there is also some advantages by using the fertilizers. It is, as it is chemical substances, it is rich in high amount of the substances, so it gives the high productivity in compared to the manure. And another one, it gives the soil only the, there is no need of the another. If you take different types of carbohydrate, food, water, but you are lacking of the protein, you just should take protein, not the other particles that should be harmful for your health. Same like that, if there is all the materials are present in the soil, but only a particular substance are missing, so you can use as a fertilizers. Okay, so it gives the soil only particular nutrients, not all the nutrients that not necessary for the plants. So that is called you can say the nitrogen, you can say the ammonia, you can say the urea. Okay, potassium, zinc, anything. So advantages: increase the productivity in high yields. It gives the soil only particular nutrients like nitrogen. Okay, this is the advantages. So you can say that the why we should not take the fertilizers, why we should the manure. This is also give the high productivity, but there is some disadvantages of also. You should remind that it is a chemical substance, that is natural substance, that may be slow process, that may be give the low amount of the productivity, but that is suitable for, that is not harmful for the soil, but it is, you first thing you remember, it is a chemical substance, so it should be harmful for anything. Okay, so what is the disadvantages of the fertilizers? Why should not you take the fertilizers all time? You should take the organic manure. Disadvantages, obviously first one pollution, cause water pollution. When these chemical substances mix with water from the fields, you know that the one of the main cause of the water pollution, that is the fertilizers and chemical substances that is coming from the field, okay, cause water pollution. Second one, as it is chemical substances, it can spoil the soil fertility and soil texture also, okay. And texture. As it is chemical substances, the microorganisms that is suitable for, that is friendly for us, earthworm, redworm, different types of bacteria, so they can harm also by these fertilizers, okay. It can harm the microorganisms and organic matter of the soil. Organisms and organic matter of soil, okay. So there is some disadvantages of the why we should not use the excessive amount of the fertilizers. You can add a little bit but not the too much, okay. That should be harmful for us. You can use as much as you can the manure, because that was natural substance that mixes with the soil, but it is totally chemical substances. So first one, causes of water pollution, ammonia, zinc, any type of also nitrogen, urea that is present, that is not good for the water, so cause water pollution. Second one, can spoil the soil fertility and texture. You know that acidity, alkalinity, so if there is too much acidity will be produced, there will be no sufficient amount of the alkalinity in the soil, so you cannot get the proper amount of the crops, okay, and the plants also not properly develop, so can spoil the soil fertility and structure and harms the microorganism. It is chemical substances, it should be acidic, it should be alkaline, so all type of chemical substances cannot absorbed by this type of animals. They are very small, they are microorganisms, so harms the microorganisms and organic matter that is present in the soil, the humus layer, that should be destroyed by the using of excessive amount of the fertilizer. You can say that never use, that is also not done, because you need particular substances from the fertilizers. You should use fertilizers to increase your productivity, but in a limit, okay, but not the excessive use of the fertilizers can harm this type of, and that causes of this type of pollution, this type of harmful or any type of disadvantages of the fertilizers, all of this, okay. So if the soil will be destroyed, if the soil texture will be spoiled, so how could you replenish the nutrients to the soil? Do you think that? How could you replenish the soil with the nutrients? If sometimes it should be occurred that the soil are not rich in proper nutrients, if excessive amount of the fertilizer, continuous growing of the plants can destroy the soil property also. So how could you replenish, if it has done by you, so how could you replenish the soil with the nutrients, okay? How could you replenish the soil with nutrients? Okay, first one, obviously adding organic manure, okay, first one, organic manure, not the fertilizers or any type of chemical substances. Second one, there should be gap between, Stop continuous growing. If you can produce paddy in the next move to the next crop, you should give some gap. Leave the field uncultivated for between two crops. Okay, you can write down that leave the field uncultivated between two crops. Okay, and another one, crop rotation. Crop rotation or producing different type of crop. Producing different crops. Okay, so this is the cause. So if you destroy the soil texture of your field, how could you replenish this? By first one, obviously adding organic manure, because it gives so much humus to the soil, it improves the soil texture, it improves the soil quality. So that's why the first stage, that is the most important stage, that is soil preparation. You should leave should leave the place for some days, some month in between, or you should give the gap in between two cultivation. Okay, first one you can produce field, or next 2 or 3 month gap you can then cultivate the next one. Okay, so you should maintain this type of ratio. There should be some gap between the two crop cultivation. And another one, crop rotation. What is crop rotation? You can grow continuously but different types of crops. You can produce paddy, then you can produce the watermelon or pulses. I have already said that 3 types of crops: kharif crops, rabi crops and jaid crops. Jaid crops give the soil proper nitrogen. Watermelon, any type of legume plants, you know that their roots contain some type of bacteria, that is rhizobium, and the rhizobium intake the nitrogen from the environment, because the plants never take the nitrogen directly from the environment. Okay, so that's why the bacteria contains nitrogen. They are parasitic nutrition. You have learned in your class 7 that what is parasitic nutrition, or symbiotic relationship. Symbiotic relationship, give and take policy. The nitrogen that is drawn by the bacteria, that is rhizobium, they give to the plant, and plant produce food that gives to the bacteria. This process should be, that is called crop rotation. Pulses, you can produce some fruits, some another vegetables, then you can move to the paddy. Okay, not continuously paddy, not continuously wheat. There is no same type of crops in the same field, then it should be done. Okay, so this is 3 type of process: adding organic manure, leave the field uncultivated between 2 crops, and crop rotation or producing different types of the crops. Okay, then you can replenish the nutrients with the soil. The last one, what is the difference between the manure and fertilizers? Okay, fertilizers. All of you know that, and I have already said, and you also know that what is the till now what is the difference between the manure and fertilizers, and why we should use manure, not the fertilizers. Okay, first one, obviously natural substances or organic matter. This is inorganic salt. Okay, chemical substances, inorganic salt, or you can say chemical substances. Next one, produce in the fields or pit. All of you know that produce in the field, it produce in the factory, it is chemical substances. Produce in factory, it add lot of humus. That is very important for the soil and plants also. Add lot of humus to the soil. Does not give any humus. There is no natural substances. So how they are able to give the, does not give any humus to soil. And the last one, it is comparatively, relatively less rich. Relatively, the fertilizer relatively less rich in nutrients. Okay, it is rich in nutrients in large amount. Nutrients in large amount. Okay, so actual difference between manure and fertilizer, you have also seen this in your book, natural substances or organic substances. You know that this is obtained from the animals and plants waste. Inorganic salt or chemical substances produced in the field, produced in the factory, add lot of humus to the soil, does not give any humus because it is totally chemical substances. Relatively less rich in nutrients. It contains all type of nutrients but in less amount. Comparatively fertilizers, but not nothing is there that is not, okay. Less amount relatively to the comparatively to the fertilizer, but it contains only one type of nutrients, so rich in nutrients in large amount. Okay, so that is the completed the adding manure and fertilizers. In my next video we will upload it what is the irrigation process. Okay, thank you very much. Stay safe and happy.